Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Wildermyth. If you wanted to know how many enemies are currently chasing us, here's a good look. That's horrifying to see. So I need to kill both of them. Ooh, I really wish I had my my one thing. Groofrek, let's see, Discus. I want to shred armor. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go into the bookshelf because I need to shred some of this armor to make my life a little bit easier here. Okay, cool. It did hit both of them. That is fantastic. So, Azrael, now you can shoot both of them. Unfortunately, did not get the stunt, but this is on cooldown. I think that's why the 2's there. Let's see. I mean, I don't need to use it anyway. I mean, it just shred armor. Unfortunately, Inborn's a little bit too slow to properly get over there. How much damage do you do? Broad swipes, always in Sentinel, and leaps to attack the first unit to move each turn. Ooh, leaps 3 tiles, dealing damage and shredding armor. Okay, this is not ideal. I think I just want to try and kill the queen. She has less HP. If I could get a stunt, 72% chance, that would be amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Evan Locke. Okay. Okay, so you're done. You're done. I should have attacked with Evanlock first, since he had such high chance to actually get the stunt. Then I could have used Azrael. But, it's fine. So, if I stalwart, I don't think I'll be able to make it in there. Not nearly as well. Let's get in there, though. Oh, wait. Wait. We definitely want to stalwart. I forgot you have, like, no HP. Okay, but you're not on guard yet, so we're fine, actually. I realized that when I was walking in there, I was like, oh wait, it just told me that you will mess me up. Okay, it's really just up to, you. How much HP do you have left? 7. How much damage does this do? 8! Would you look at that? Hello. Hey! One turn, taking him down. Okay. And luckily, all the other enemies just aren't going to bother us now, and we're safely going to make it out of here despite us being in a massive dead end with an entire army behind us. In the end, it takes very little time for their breath to still. Once immortal, the monarchs are dead. As the 2 regal corpses are brought out, the crowding deepest melt from sight. They slump amid pillars into shadows and down dark holes. Despair and confusion congeal on their mute faces. Okay, well yeah, I mean that works. That works, yeah. Us taking out their gods, luckily they didn't, you know, see that as like a martyr kind of thing and just get pissed off and super murder us. They instead just don't know what to do without their leaders. We did effectively kill their gods, basically. I mean, the one thing, I'm surprised we didn't fight the big bull thing with the giant bow. The Deep Queen and her king will never leave this place. They're laid in state in sight of the citadel, the wind-barren wonder of their underworld. Their ancient perfect flesh takes flame. Azrael, Willow, Inborn, Groofrek, and Evanlock take what can be salvaged in their small cart and they go. The journey back is strange and dreamlike. The quiet caverns take on a different character, no longer as threatening as they are cold and empty. Now you rest. Maybe you deserved more suffering than we brought you, but you were heroes once. Yeah, they were so attached to their lifestyle that they didn't want to give it up. A gentle net of daylight dips past the entrance of the tomb, and pulls them up into the sun-struck woods. The seasons that have gone by under the ground feel splotched onto their arms and faces, crusted like mud or clay. Forest air washes them, fragrant, clean, and stupefying. And now let's get drunk and have a tomb collapsing party! Who will ever know but us? Who will ever dream what could have been? Another 1,000 years, another and another. What's buried is buried, lost is lost, gone is gone. Heroes grow old, and their myths expire. Even the mighty constellations die. We're lucky enough to breathe the cold air. Watch the stars burn bright and smile as they leave the sky. We're lucky to wake and sleep in our own power, each contained in one unique span of time. Lucky to run and fall and crack and crumble. On our first morning, storyless. But on our last night, welcome in legendary company. The end. That was a cool one! Oh, I really like that, and I really like the message at the end. Specifically talking about, like, accepting your time here on the world and doing what you can with it and not clinging on to that at the expense of others. It's a good message. I enjoy it. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, that was a fun one. I do remember one comment saying that this was their favorite one, and I can definitely see why. It's a very cool one. I was wondering what they were going to do with the Deepists. So, that is neat. That is neat. Specifically that it was two heroes that basically wanted to live forever and then built an entire religion around them, effectively. So, the end. Alright, there we go. So, we can see, like, our various things here. Azrael built a lodge that attracted like-minded hunting enthusiasts. Days were spent tracking in the woods, and nights were spent exaggerating what they had tracked in the woods. Great. Oh, Curry and Oral. Evanlock developed a passion for restoring ruined sites. They may not have quite matched their former glory, but he hoped the former inhabitants wouldn't be too embarrassed. And there's that. Willow and Willian. Groofrek spent many a happy night in the tavern, enthralling the ladies with tales of his exploits. I remember about their unbreakable bones? Totally false. Yeah, we've heard about that one. There's Mildeer. Willian gathered as many of the company stories as she could and enlisted Evanlock to illustrate them. Just as creepy as I remembered. And there's the thing I was talking about. And there's Evanlock, trapped. One day Willow awoke with a lightness in her step. I understand now, it all makes sense. She vanished for 10 years and returned somehow unaged and full of sorrow. Oof. Willow seemed like she was full of sorrow a lot, to be fair. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and skip the rest of these. These heroes will be added to your legacy. Mildeer, Azrael, Groofrek, Willow, Inborn, Willian, and Fraley. Alright, promote legacy heroes. The selected hero will move to the next legacy tier, and their new items, histories, and abilities will go with them. Plus 3 extra promotions from remaining legacy points, 10 LP promotion, so we ended with 33. Alright, who do we want to upgrade? I can't promote Mildeer, unfortunately, because you died. So, who else do we want to focus on? I mean, Azrael's a good pick. Evanlock as well, I suppose. I mean, Oral deserves it. Fabled adventurer Oral Limber. I think Oral deserves it. So we'll give one to Oral. Azrael was really cool. I did really, really like Azrael. Yeah, you were super, super cool. Very, very much liked you. Promote. I mean, we have a lot, so... Curry was fine. I do just like the storytelling of Evanlock and Curry constantly coming into contact with each other, basically. And this will override our old versions of them. Yeah, let's promote you, Curry, and then I get to choose from these. Now that is the question. Willow, I feel like we don't need to legacy promote you. We have what's his face? What was it, Duncan? Alright, Curry, you can have the upgrade. And then finally, who else? Fraley's cool. I could go for Fraley. Fraley's pretty cool. And we already have like a lot of other tanks and stuff. I feel like we have a lot of rogues in here though, I will say that. I feel like it's gotta be Groofrek or Fraley. Groofrak definitely did more in the campaign, but Fraley has these sick wings that I think you might still come with, so I'm gonna go Fraley. Elemental weapons have been unlocked. Can use them for future games. Alright, there we go. Third campaign is down. So, now we have Eluna and the Moth, All the Bones of Summer, and those are the 5 main campaigns. Then there's this 3-chapter campaign for Legacy Heroes with multiple threats. I'm definitely going to do these 2. I don't know if we'll have this one. We'll see how long things take, because obviously I don't want this to go on forever, because, you know, some people are waiting for another vote to happen, and I haven't gotten through this as quickly as I would like, but we will see. We're definitely getting through the campaigns faster now, so it might be something I'm able to squeeze in, because it also seems like a pretty cool one. It would only be a 3-chapter thing, but, you know, as we get further and further now, I'm having to cut more and more stuff out, and we're starting to see more and more repeats and things like that. So, we're getting close to the point where we squeezed all the blood we're going to get from the stone without it just be me, like, you know, recording for like 2 hours and getting like 30 minutes of actual video out of it, because we've seen a lot of this stuff a ton at this point, so. Alright, let's go ahead and start Eluna and the Moth. This was apparently my wife's favorite. An old book and a young argument lead 2 siblings into the wilderness. Amid the bones of a mythic civilization, they embark on a moonstruck journey through tragedy and time, encountering a mysterious wastrel in the woods and bearing witness to the rise of a luminous queen. 5-chapter campaign with Thrixl as the main threat. I was thinking it was going to be Thrixl. Now this is the question. Do we go to Walking Lunch? Do we go to Walking Lunch for a campaign? Because I will say that previous campaign, it did get pretty hard at some points. Specifically there at the end, that was pretty rough. If I go Walking Lunch, we're gonna have to really be on top of things. Really be on top of things. I would say, since this is still one of the 5-chapter campaigns, I think I'll stick with Tragic Hero for this. If I do Tragic Hero again, and feel like, oh, okay, yeah, that was way too easy, then for the final one, and the 3-chapter one, or maybe just the 3-chapter one, we'll try Walking Lunch. But for this, let's go Tragic Hero again. It felt still dangerous, but fine. I feel like if I go Walking Lunch, I'm gonna have to optimize, like, way too much instead of getting into, like, the world building and stuff. Like, I'll have to pick the best skills for my characters and things like that. So we'll continue with Tragic Hero for now. That we shall, that we shall. Alright. Enter, next. It's doing its thing. Ooh, we start with 4. Okay, hey! It's Duncan! Okay, so we get 2... We have 2 randoms, the younger and older siblings, and then we get Duncan. Evanlock, you were in the previous one, so we might not grab you. Duncan, though, already coming without the hands, so we do not get hand Duncan. You still lose that, so let's go. Duncan is fine, but let's pick a different one, like Andra. Yes. Yes, or Vara. I forgot Vara was in here. I completely forgot about Ardana. I think Andra deserves another stab here. Yeah, Vara was very cool though, I will say. Let's grab Andra with the jump jaws and uses permission increased and now shreds 1 armor. Jump Jaw Plus would be fantastic, but Trinket Hunter is a unique, so I'm gonna get that. It'll also be very good early game, so there we go. We got Andra and Duncan back. This'll be fun, this'll be fun. And older sibling, younger sibling, Goofish, Hothead, Tyros, and Gilligan. They're 2 mages. Yeah, sure, we can go with that. We'll go with the generics. That seems fine with me. Oh yeah, I gotta pick what ability Duncan gets. Duncan gets a kill, next attack against a miss. Stalwart. Ends turned by moving, he'll automatically enter Guardian. We'll give you Paladin, just because it's just so good. Here we are. Okay. Wolf. Okay, those Thrusks are already buffed to high hell. And we don't have to worry about them. I'm kind of scared of the Draven chapter, because the Draven are kind of spooky. Memories and dreams, those lightless gleams that our eyes seek unfinding. They take us from tables and summon us home, warmly felt and ever fading. A prodigal child of Grimmersbury returns a grown man. He comes in a cloud of mutters and doubts, recalling old bullies and schoolyard injustices lingering from long ago. The afternoon fades. I actually lived in one of those onion-colored hovels. Of course I left. Duncan has no plan to stay. Squelch? He seeks a certain book from the famed Grimmersbury Library, one he's found before and never long forgets. I know those Uvkin Hillbury books are very romantic, are they? I want more books like Tree by the Lake and... Or Gilligan and Tyros are brothers. What's that one you've got? This is... Actually, I don't honestly know. Oop, what was that one? Back? Neither of them knows it yet. Is it racy? Drawings of nightmare beings haunt every page. Tyros and Gilligan flip through it. Writing's Kyorin, what's it called? Dread Compendium? This was just sitting on a shelf? Yeah, tucked away back there in the dark. I don't want to see one of these things for real. Big old dragon bug, everybody'd run. You're an idiot. This mantis guy would slice you. Well, this is lucky, right? They found it for me. Noticing the newcomer, Tyros snaps the cover closed. Duncan Griff? Is that Tyros Crofton? I haven't gone that long. Folks used to call you Cricket. Shut up, no they didn't. Well, listen, Oh, did you ever meet my little brother? Gilligan Crofton. Yeah, don't remember. I need that, sorry. Need what? Duncan takes the books from Tyros' weak hands and walks out. Typical brute ick. Bitter feelings take root. Must have a reason, or he just likes rankling you. I understand that too. A natural understanding begins to develop. Star-chosen hearts know each other when they collide. A flickering of longing heats Gilligan's chest. Huh. I mean, I don't like the bitter... I think I'm gonna lean towards one of these. Natural understanding or... Flicker of longing. Yeah. Let's go. Skipping any further reunions, Duncan leaves Grimmersbury in the hour he's returned. Hey, when you... Whoop! Whap! Ah! Damn it! I double-clicked and then when I was trying to click back, I think it said I hate when you make that face, and then it was like, let's get after them, basically. They decided to follow Duncan. I clicked once, and then I was trying to move my mouse over to the back button to go back. But, yeah, it's my twitchy hand thing again, I guess. Alright, get in there and, scout, I suppose. Very small map at the moment. Alright. Stories were drafted in trails. Know where that line comes from? Randall Hillerwinks, isn't it? Everyone knows her. Obscurity's not a measure of quality. These stories were drafted in trails. Scribbled onto landforms in a lettering of dustprint, crushed clover, and the blood I left on briars. Each moth-blotted figure traced in Moon's hand. These stories of mine are transcribed in moonlight, but they were invented by my feet. I think Hillerwinks must have been terribly lonely, don't you? Taking such a wild journey alone. Ah! Oh, it's Oral's friends! The first evening comes. Distant hills grow long bluish beards. Oh, that's a cool line. Long bluish beards. Red in my eye, rock in my shoe. That's road life, maybe. Kinda like it. How far behind would you guess we are? What do you think he thinks of me? I wonder what sent him away. Duncan Griff? He was an older teenager when he left. Mom was alive. How young were you? Not that young, probably. And then, so now, what's brought him back? Eventually lie down to sleep. But sleep's elusive on the naked ground. The dew chills their skinny limbs. They stare at the dawn. My neck feels roped to my shoulder. Maybe as our muscles warm up. The going only gets steeper. And further from anywhere they've been. This explains that physique. Duncan and his physique, yeah! Doesn't take long for Duncan to realize he's being followed. He drives a harder pace. but the brothers Crofton proved persistent. Spirited in their pursuit, if not particularly wise, the 8th day dawns gray, they enter the ruins at noon. Stone walls, flailed at by wind and years, stand stubborn where they were founded, one of the last unburied skeletons of Old Cure. That's Eldstone, has to be. Maybe you want to come back here. Back before. Hiked a long way. Bet I could climb a column, play lookout. Thought we're catching Duncan at this point, right? Should we think of heading home? See those metal points on the highest pillars? I read that those were for trapping lightning, Cure and sorcerers. They'd harness it somehow. Think we'll get a storm? Hey, Gilligan? As a kid, you always played that you were a Kioran knight, slaying ancient beasts, rescuing princesses. You read a lot of Kioran stuff. Remember that? Yeah. I was obsessed. Well, ever learn about this place? I mean, like, what wrecked it? Well, Eldstone was a whole settlement, they think. You know how you hear about the castles, knights, lords, and all? A lot of that's Cure, I guess, beyond the traditional stuff. What I remember, I mean, what I read, and I did read everything I could find. They were people like us, but they knew secrets that have long since been lost. Okay, so that's just straight up the shadow class that we could make, that we made Mildir into. Kyoan life remains in most ways a mystery. They built grand halls, keeps, wrote epics, charted stars, made things, beautiful things. Sounds very cosmopolitan. Many other stories survive, and get put in our language, but a lot of the original meanings are lost. Story, song, and dream. They celebrated these things, but feared. They feared. How do I explain it? It's like they believed deeply in the power of imagining. There are poems that skirt and outline some dreadful, dreadful idea. A threat? This is interesting. This kind of reminds me of, like, the, kind of introduction of, like, humanism in, like, Renaissance Europe. Specifically the idea where, like, Christian Europe very much appreciated and liked a lot of the art that was made by, like, the Greeks and Romans and things, and kind of idolized it. And so they would make a lot of art in those things and just appreciate that time period, but then there became a point where they wanted specifically, like, Christianize a lot of those things so they could still appreciate it, but from, like, a Christian view. It was an interesting time period. I don't know, but it's assumed they made an awful enemy. Now we have ruins. Yes, the lesson is, however grand your accomplishments, you better keep your edge. You have to fight someday if you want to survive. Mom said we supposedly have a Kioran bloodline. Pretty sure she was just stoking my imagination, but... The air splits shrilly open. Scree! From clattering piles, a creature skitters that's unlike anything they've seen. Twin faces leer. The future forks down two horrible throats. Startled, Gilligan bends for a fallen branch. Tyros takes out a soup spoon. I think I'm gonna have Tyros grab the bow, and Gilligan grab the spoon. In that moment, the dormant power in their blood awakens. Alright, now a Greenhorn Mystic. I'm gonna have you I really want to try to have, like, one of the tanky Mystics. So I'm gonna lean into that. Take damage for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented, and the object takes 2 instead. Allies may wall, grants extra armor, warding, and temp health, and yeah. So let's go Earthscribe. I'm probably gonna try and get Soul Splitting as well. And Gilligan Crofton. Interfuse. Does not burn out. While interfused, fire. Splinter Salvo, Infernal Rain. Let's go Elementalist for you. Okay. Duncan's around here too. We didn't mention it, but Duncan is here. Alright, and this rocks. Good. So we get some benefits from that. I can discus you. I'm gonna move up here. We're gonna interfuse into this, which gives me my calcify. And I'm gonna pull you. Never mind, I missed. Okay. Duncan, how much damage can you do? You currently have a spear. Let's see, and yeah, I have a stone spear on you. Gouge won't kill. Yeah, 1 to 5 damage, 1 shred. Okay. Cool, cool. And you. 2 or more is what we need for the Splinter Salvo. Okay, so we're gonna get back here. And I'm just gonna Splinter Blast you two. There we are. Okay, they're gonna move towards Tyros, but Tyros is gonna be able to tank it. Yep. Yep. There we go. Confused. Okay, this is not good. Do that. Okay, good. Alright, managed to take that out. We can strike. Never mind. Okay, this is a little sketchy now. I can kill you with the Splinter Salvo. Or Splinter Blast, rather. There you go. Okay, you're gonna get attacked, Tyros. That's fine. You can take it. We are definitely taking damage here, though. Ooh, that's not good. Oh my god, there's so many. There's a lot. Tyros, I think we're gonna have to go back here and wall, friends. Yeah. You're gonna get into this and shoot the disc. Please kill. Thank you. Alright, that makes my life a little bit easier. Oof. Duncan is not in a good spot. I'm gonna try to get Duncan over here to them. We just need to run. Because if I just attack, then they're just gonna hurt me a lot. I mean, I can interfuse into this. We can light it. And then I have Flare. Not immediately helpful, but we'll see how things go. They're all just interfusing currently. Okay. Thrusk. Its limbs groan as it grows, stretching high, scraping the air, screaming for battle and blood. Okay, that's the final one, apparently. God. On the Mystic or an ally, granting 3 temporary HP until next turn. I do want to Rock Shield Duncan. But that would mean I can't attack. Gilligan has... Oh, I did not mean to... I thought that was going to be a targeted thing. Well, I thought that was going to be a targeted thing. It was not a targeted thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I do still think I want to give Duncan that, maybe. I mean, they're interfused with a lot of things, but I think we'll still be fine. How much damage does this Thrusk do? Double Bite, Ether Burn. Okay, they're not interfused with any of the things down here, so as long as I move Duncan, we should be fine. It was complete and utter waste to use that blind. I didn't even mean to. I thought it was a targeted thing, but evidently it's not. Alright, get over here and wall. They're gonna try their best to get in here. The only thing that sucks is that they're interfused into, like, everything. That part is really unfortunate. Okay. Duncan. Woof, this is not gonna be good. Okay, I can kill you. Ooh, and we stunted. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. Okay, that's better. If I move you to right here, get access to the web, which lets me Bone Lance, I could kill this Thrusk. It's pinned, though. And we're interfused into one of the only other things we can be interfused in. Let's see. The Flare is not useful. So we're not going to do that. I am going to Bone Lance something. The only bad part about this is its accuracy is kind of bad. Got it. Okay, so now the tree is free to be interfused with. Not really a point in doing that, though. I think the best thing for us to do at this point is to just attack that. Let's see, +2 armor. We should be fine. The Thrusk shouldn't be able to hit us, hit Tyros from this range. So I think we can move right here and attack the Thrusk with a bonk. Okay, you can attack us. Ow! But that one shouldn't be able to. Okay. Okay. I think we're fine. Bonk. Yeah, that was a sketchy fight, but, I think we've managed to do it. You Bone Lance. Okay, one armor pierced, but not enough to kill. Okay, I mostly just want to make sure that you can't access Tyros here. So we're gonna get in here, hit you, and hopefully you'll focus on Duncan. Ow, don't focus on Duncan. Good block, Duncan, good block. Oh my god, okay, yeah, that was legitimately scary, actually. Those early game fights, I'm telling you, they're spooky. +5 accuracy. Let's give that to Gilligan. The final shriek shakes columns, bounces along causeways as rattling legs shudder still. And that's how the Crofton kids, how to do a... Hey, wait, Gilligan, we just use magic. We didn't even technically do that. Realize you both could have died. Oh, you owe me now. Here's the worthless book. Sorry, we followed you. Bet you can't even read it. Shh. Softest song tickles their ears, a hum so gentle it sounds like a windy lie. Like bows groaning in a breeze, like gaps in walls breathing in a gust. Felson Oilen, you out there? Duncan's shout is warped by sudden sweet-smelling fog. The fog floats from everywhere. Turns archways into ogres, rubble into roaming ooze. Master Oilen, please! Master Oilen, I'm here! Who are you shouting for? And what I mean is... And what are they doing, Gilligan wonders, walking? Are they searching? What are they searching for? Master Oilen! What are they searching for? Through the stones and fog and trees. And what are they doing? And what are they... And... Ah! I'm walking in the forest. Hmm? Yeah? Tree trunks gather around them like gawkers. Sunbeams stroke their faces. What? Who else is standing on a dead rabbit? We were... I don't know. Somehow they... Who's they? Rixel. There must have been more of them. Okay, and when you said that word, this cow... My body hurts. The Rixel. They're... Remember that book? This book? Yeah, the important thing is they're capable of... How do I say it? Capable of captivating the mind, grounding 3 birds with glamour, and sending them stumbling far to die. The rakish stranger pauses to be seen. How long had he been standing there? He offers some kind of perfunctory salute. Yes, little nest-thrown deers, you might have been food for wolves and weasels, but a man happened by who bore a gift for magic, a glyphic smile, and an enduring fondness for birds. His speech glides, perfect and strange. Skimming steps whisper him nearer. Is that one of them? The... Rixel? It's only likely. This one's wearing pants. I'm not one of anyone, and certainly no one unpleasant. I'm called the Mothman. Wheresoever I am called, I'm the only one there is. His articulations are uncomfortable on the eye, spider precise. Simply look at me, not whole human, but half, and half better. I am man and more. He seems alright. Seeming as a weapon they wield like a sword. And that is a bright warning. Pithy and true, fortunately, as I have just finished saying. I am no Thrixel. Now forestall all your misplaced animosity and listen. I found you 3 ensorcelled, wandering deep in the woods, removed from any reasonable roam. Where unreason reigns, Thrixel hide their aims. And that is one of mine, but you can use it. For one with my abilities, gathering you and waving away your enchantments was a trifle, a matter of politeness. And yet the ones who cast these webs, they are not the dull drones they appear to be, they are imaginative. We were trapped in like an illusion, like genjutsu. They expended thought on removing you. They must have deemed 3 flimsy birds dangerous to their designs. So I am struck with wondering, why would they do that? You must admit it is a curious thing. We did kill some of the spider-legged, double-headed dragon things, glowbellies. It said a lot of stuff. We're just supposed to accept it? It'll be dark soon. Mothman follows Duncan's eyes. He lifts his glance to the shadowy leaves. And that's when Duncan leaps. The Mothman doesn't seem to hurry, but Duncan tackles air. Tell me where Master Oilin is. Tell me, you cursed thing! Ah, dear nestling, follow your own wings back if you are brave. See what is heaping under their shroud, but be warned. You may once more wish your sight sweetly veiled. Turns to leave. Hey, Mothman! Why should we believe you? You're lost in the woods, my dear. Whom you believe makes no difference. Oh, and borrowed shadows flush and drip from trees to cohere around him. The forest bleeds to black. I do suggest little birds flock together. You would never guess how many owls there are in the night. Sudden as the darkness clotted, the last light smears it away. They stand where a Mothman might never have been. The trees crowd thicker. Which way did we even come from? How far did we walk without knowing? Not really hungry. Did we eat? Sleep? Sorry, Duncan, that name. Tilson Oilin, right? You shouted it when we were in the ruin. Someone special to you? You don't have to talk about it, if it's... Duncan whips around. It's okay. Tilson Oilin's who taught me the spear. Among other things, he made me hide. Hide? We begin the walk. And the Thrixel came and they took him. Took everyone but me. Now the likely thing is he's dead. I'm not an idiot. Come on. I think we should head south, to the south and west. Do you think that Mothman was a man once? Do you think that under that hat, the affectations, he's a longing being like us? A romantic notion. Did change once. Or whom did he leave behind? Ah, the sad little eaglets. I shall stitch for them a hero name. They may someday need it. Name the company. Okay, the Companions of Pure Law, the Seekers of the Visiting Star, the Sons of the Hounds. I like the Seekers of the Visiting Star, actually. Last time I made my own name, it didn't go well, because I forgot to put the... Here follow the tales of the Seekers of the Visiting Star. Fly home, little birds. Hey! Follow your steps back. 3 heroes must survive. Okay, so it's just walk back over here. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode off here for today, I think. So, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.